On Thursday, June 11th, Dad and I went to the airport, jumped on a plane, then jumped on a smaller plane, and flew to the Appalachian Mountains in West Virginia. After landing in Charleston, we drove to our Airbnb in the New River Gorge. We made ourselves at home in this cute little house. On Friday, we drove to the New River Gorge Bridge overlook. The view of the bridge was beautiful. We then met Alex from Appalachian Mountain Guides to do a half day of rock climbing. Though the walls were full of great handholds, some of the climbs were quite challenging. On the way back, we stopped by a waterfall to put our feet in the water and snapped this picture. Saturday, we woke up early and went to Adventures on the Gorge to raft down the upper New River on duggies. These are inflatable two-person rafts. Between rapids, I got to jump in the water. It felt great. Eventually, we stopped for lunch along the side of the river. Back on the river, one of our guides showed off his juggling skills. On the river, we hit rapids up to level 3. Back from rafting, I jumped in the pool, which had a nice view of the bridge. On Sunday, it was time to visit Biscuit World, a restaurant chain started here in West Virginia. The breakfast was delicious and the biscuits were huge! We then went to Timber Check, a large ropes course at Adventures on the Gorge. It had tons of obstacles and zip lines, many we had never tried before, such as a climb over white water rafts. They had easy, intermediate, and advanced ropes courses. To go on the advanced one, you had to be 12 years old, so Dad and I took the challenge. It had some of the hardest obstacles we'd ever gone through. On Monday, we drove to Summersville Lake to go stand-up paddleboarding with Megan from Mountain Surf Paddle Sports. She showed us proper techniques for paddleboarding and brought us to Pirates Cove where we paddled under this waterfall. I had fun climbing and jumping into the water, first from a low spot and then a higher one. The air was cold, so the water felt warm. We also went to a spot where I could climb up a little bit before jumping into the water. Paddleboarding was peaceful and Summersville Lake was beautiful. On the way back, I tried my best to do a headstand. On Tuesday for breakfast, we went to the Cathedral Cafe, which used to be a church. We then went right back to Summersville Lake, but this time to jump on a pontoon boat and do more climbing with Appalachian Mountain Guides, this time with Kyle. We climbed up 3 different rock walls. It was challenging, but lots of fun.
It's cicada season here in West Virginia, and so it means all of these dumb bugs are flying and dying all over the place.
Yeah, some fell off the rocks and into the boat, so I decided to save them by putting them in a box, and then once we got back to land, I set them free. On Wednesday, we went to Tamarack, where I met my great-aunt Karen, who lives in the area. We then went to Ace Adventure Resort, where I explored the water park. After going down the big slide, I explored many of their inflatable obstacles. I really enjoyed sliding around. Thursday, before we left West Virginia, we went back to the new River Gorge Bridge. Under the bridge, they have a walkway where you can walk all the way across the bridge. Along the way, our guide stopped and taught us about the bridge. As the third highest bridge in the United States, it's 876 feet above the New River. Once we were halfway across, we sat down and dangled our feet over the edge. Now we're at the Charleston airport waiting for our flight back home.
Yeah, I really enjoyed spending this time with you in West Virginia.
Yeah, me too. I really like the duckies.